Hi, we're Sarah and Seunghyun. If you're new here, we're a couple from the United States and South Korea who quit our jobs in 2022 to spend a year traveling the world together. We set out with a goal to travel to 23 countries by the end of 2023, and this channel is a diary of that journey, where we share all the ups and downs of our adventure to 23 countries. After last episode, we spent one of the wildest days of our trip celebrating Songkran on the streets of Bangkok. If you haven't seen that video yet, we'll link it down below. The next day, we said goodbye to Southeast Asia and boarded our first of 3 flights to make our way to country number 12, New Zealand. Although this is a new country for me, for Seunghyun, this is like a home away from home.
Guys, let me tell you about a little bit of story with me in New Zealand. I don't think I ever told you this, but New Zealand is the first country where I picked up my English from. So when I was 10 years old, I went to primary school in New Zealand. I lived with the homestay family. This is part of my childhood, and so it's a special place.
After a very long travel day, we had finally arrived in Auckland.
We're about to go pick up our car. We rented this compact, tiny car for 2 days.
The inside's pretty clean, at least.
携帯電話が接続できませんでした。携帯電話を忘れていませんか？
I don't know what this is.
I don't know.
It's good?
Huh? Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay, we'll worry about it later. Good morning!
Morning, everyone. We got out of our Airbnb and going out to get some late breakfast.
It's a beautiful morning in Auckland. The weather is great. The sky looks beautiful. How has driving in Auckland been?
It's pretty smooth. It's not too bad. I wish the car would accelerate faster though. Toyota, it's slightly smaller than Corolla. It's a hybrid.
It also speaks Japanese to us every time we turn it on.
Yeah.
But Auckland kind of feels like a small town. It's not crowded. There's not a lot of cars. When we looked up on the map, there's bakeries on every corner, and they all seem to have their version of pies. So we're excited to go and try some meat pies this morning. I'm so excited because we don't really eat meat pies a lot in the US. All right, we made it.
Oh man, babe, the pies look good. All I know is minced pie with cheese is good.
Mince and cheese, they have steak and cheese.
Steak and cheese, yeah.
And look at their sweets too, they look really good. They're not actually that expensive. It's like similar to the US bakeries. They just look so good.
So this is the pie that we've been waiting for.
There were so many flavors. I wanted to try everything. But they also have some delicious looking banh mi and some other things here. So this is awesome. Oh, it looks beautiful.
I don't think I've had pies like this in the US, have you?
No, I'm telling you, we don't make them. Oh, it feels so flaky.
It's got to cool down anyway, so...
This is chicken. Chicken and mushroom.
The outside looks flaky. It looks really creamy inside.
Classic. Oh yeah, look at that.
Yep.
That looks delicious. How cheesy that is.
Yep, cheesy gravy, meat in the middle.
It's so good. I want to try everyone. You have to try it.
This is what I was craving. So I used to eat this a lot for lunch in school. You could buy one for like $1 or $2. I tried to get it again elsewhere, but I just couldn't find it in Korea or in the US. Oh yeah.
Tastes like you remember?
Yes. It's just that mix of beef gravy. The meat goes really well with the cheese. So savory, so delicious. Outside it's like a really nice, flaky, crunchy pie crust. Very, very delicious.
Good.
携帯電話が接続できませんでした。
Don't talk to me in Japanese. Racist. Anyways, we're heading out of Auckland right now.
Just got done visiting Seunghyun's school. You got to see your buildings. His classrooms are still there 20 years later.
It reminded me of my childhood. It was fun.
This is the deli that Seunghyun used to go to.
I think that's where I had my first banana cake.
Today we're going somewhere really, really special. The really famous series, the Lord of the Rings movies were filmed here. So we're going to Hobbiton!
Yay!
We love Lord of the Rings, even though they filmed all over New Zealand. Hobbiton is one of the places they preserved the movie set. It's a big tourist site, so we're gonna check it out. But first, we're gonna get some coffee. I will say, Auckland feels a lot like America. I feel like I'm in my hometown, actually. Except the palm trees. That's the only thing that doesn't feel like Pennsylvania.
Can I get one iced black coffee, please? Please.
Oh, black coffee?
Yep. Okay, thank you.
It was very expensive. It was $6, 6 New Zealand dollars. But wow, that's expensive for a coffee from McDonald's. We're used to $1 or $2 coffee in the US. Definitely more pricey than Southeast Asia, where we've been traveling for the past few months. Accommodation was also quite expensive. We're in a shared Airbnb and it was about $50 per night. But I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be an awesome week. This place means a lot to Seunghyun because he spent some really important, formative years of his life here. And now we're just gonna wait for some coffee and then we're getting on the road to Hobbiton. So we are driving. It's about 2 hours outside of Auckland and we are just a broken record non-stop, just saying how beautiful it is here. It looks a lot like where I'm from. The landscape is very similar and totally different when you get outside. It's like the mountains are covered in grass. I don't know how to describe it. No one will understand unless you see it in person, but it's a beautiful countryside. Like, we could just drive around all day in the countryside.
Frodo!
Frodo! Frodo! Frodo! Frodo!
I swear a hobbit could hop out. When is their last sheep? Sheep. Wow. It is like rolling countryside with palm trees. But it's stunning. It's beautiful. You know that saying that's like, oh, it looks like it's straight out of a movie? This is straight out of a movie. Here we are. We made it to Hobbiton. We're trying to find parking now.
There's so many people here too.
It's very crowded. Okay, we are gonna go in and buy our tickets. We had a beautiful drive. It was gorgeous. Really nice. There's a 2-hour guided tour that we're gonna go on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. You too. All right, so we just got out of the ticket booth. It was 89 New Zealand dollars per person. We found out that part of the tour is actually closed because they're doing renovation right now, unfortunately, but that's okay. And we're here on a Monday, so this is like a less crowded day. Definitely try to book your tickets in advance. If not, you have to wait a little bit like we have to. The other option I heard is to get here really early and try to join the morning tour. We have to wait 2 hours to join our tour. We're gonna have a quick lunch. We brought lunch with us, so we're gonna eat our lunch, relax, enjoy the views, and then go on our tour.
There's sheeps right next to the parking lot.
I can see why they chose this as a spot to film the Shire.
Oh, Gandalf. Look at that maps. Whoa, that's the map of New Zealand. That's pretty cool. Hobbit cloak. Wow.
All right, it's time for our tour.
So yes, here are the tickets. Jake, that's my English name, by the way. Or Sarah with Jake now. Hello.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.
I'm excited. We're in line now. They scan your ticket and you get on a tour bus, and then I guess they take you to the set. Oh, look, they have a map.
Shire.
Welcome everyone. The bus ride is pretty short. It's only about 5-10 minutes. And we're just going to be driving through the Alexander family farm. You guys are going to get your very first glimpse of Hobbiton out here. You've got the thatched roof of the mill house coming into view.
So we learned on the ride over that this is actually a 1,200-acre sheep and cattle farm, but that they only used 12 acres to film the actual movie.
Very if you want to be brave who has not seen any of the movies or read the books. There's always a couple. We will not judge you.
So we're starting our tour right now. Our guy just went over some safety. You're not supposed to go off the path. You're not supposed to put up your tripods or anything that messes up with the landscape, which I think is pretty much standard. Yeah, just really excited.
It's called the Dell. Over that way is Bag Shop Row, and out there is the hill. It's a very cute little neighborhood. I like this one. It's got a little pond. Got some ducks in there right now.
There's apparently 44 pools. We'll be visiting a lot of them, majority of them.
Each house is unique, so each Hobbit's home is a little different.
It really looks like there's a house underneath this whole hill.
Right, it looks so real. So we learned that the Hobbits were given hobbies. All the extras have different jobs. So you can actually see some of the props of like this Hobbit might be a fisherman, this Hobbit might like to play chess. This Hobbit has a honey farm, so they have honey here and bee hives too.
Do you want to go sit in the chair?
She said we could touch this. It is made of concrete.
So we're walking through this park called the Dell, and this place looks beautiful. And they have a lot of trees planted, and they take a really good care of pretty much everything. The grass, the trees, flowers, everything looks really real.
So currently in The Hobbit, the children eat plums. Peter Jackson wanted plum trees, but they were too big, so they brought in apple trees, took off the leaves, and wired on individual artificial leaves just to look like a plum tree for about a 5-second clip in the film. The attention to detail is crazy.
The houses were a lot smaller than I thought, and there's nothing much once you pass the door. It's like a barely enough space for one person to fit to shut the door, but that's it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that they kept the whole set maintained, almost like a little village, just in case he wanted to include it in the movies. After the first movie, they tore the set down, and then they rebuilt it for the Hobbit movies. It took 2 years to build, and then they filmed for 12 days, and that was it, which is pretty excessive. So this is the view outside of Bilbo's house, and this was the actual view that made Peter Jackson want to book this farm as a spot. Peter Jackson paid someone to walk through the grass up to the clothing lines to make natural looking paths in the grass, just in case that might be in the background of the movie.
I saw Frodo. Frodo? It's not Frodo. Never mind. Wrong house.
Some are bigger size, like to make you look small, but then most of them are tiny. Like the one behind me, it's actually, I guess, Hobbit size. I love that. We found out our tour includes a drink at the Green Dragon.
To the pub!
Come with me to the Green Dragon. What drink are you gonna get?
Let's go! Yeah, this place is very picturesque. The weather, the clouds, the buildings, and all the things that are in this movie set, it looks really, really cool. So beautiful. Sarah is so ready for her beer.
We're at the Green Dragon. We're gonna go get our drink now. Look at the fire.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
Oh.
I feel like I am in a pub.
Sure, cider
Could I do the ginger beer, please?
and a ginger beer. That one's the apple cider and ginger beer.
Thank you. There's a seat over there. No?
It's like a crackling fire. This is apple cider.
Oh, it tastes really good. Do you think they filmed inside here too?
I don't know. So they mentioned that a lot of the inside filming is actually done in Wellington at a different set. only the outdoor shots were filmed here in Hobbiton, which I think includes the Green Dragon. So you can also buy snacks and some little treats inside the Green Dragon. Prices are a little bit high, but if you're really hungry, you can come. And they even have tours where you can have second breakfast, or they have an evening banquet tour where you can eat a full meal here at the Green Dragon. But we just chose the regular tour, which comes with one free drink too. I swear, I think they hired the ducks too. They look like they're part of the set.
You see that?
Oh my gosh, what is this?
It's an eel.
No, it's a mudkip.
What's a mudkip?
A Pokemon.
Yeah.
We do have one more little surprise for you guys today.
We also got a Green Dragon mug.
They said it's hand washing only
Yes,
and no dishwasher.
yes, but it comes with the tour. I don't know if it'll fit in our suitcases, but we'll try.
So honestly, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, but now that I was here and looked at all these villages, I want to watch the movie right now and see all the references and see all the places that I saw in the movie.
I hope that you enjoyed yourselves, and I just wanted to thank you again for coming along and experiencing Hobbiton. It's a little special magical place, as I'm sure you'll agree, down here at the bottom of the world.
Thank you.
All right, so that wraps up our Hobbiton tour. I think it was a really good experience for budget travelers like we are. It's a little bit pricey. If you haven't seen the movies, I don't know if you'd get much out of the tour, but if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings or even mildly a fan, you can have a good time. I just think more than anything, it shows how beautiful New Zealand is. Driving to the tour is almost as fun as the tour. So I'm glad we came. And now it's about 4 p.m. So we are gonna, I think, drive back to Auckland. Yeah, then I think we'll call it a day. Really? Yeah, this is like a industrial.
Yeah, open until 8:30.
It looks tasty. Look at it. I'm gonna try my first fish and chips in New Zealand. This fish looks so delicious. We got snapper and they fried it fresh right in front of us. I'm gonna give it a go with some tartar sauce. Oh yeah, it's like so flaky. The fish is super moist. I'm in love. Yum.
So fish and chips is New Zealanders' soul food. The shop was right in front of our house. I mean, they're everywhere. You can get them easy wherever you go in New Zealand. Oh, the fish is really juicy. Really, really good.
Yeah, and so I think we're gonna end our night here. We had a great first day in New Zealand. I can't wait to see more tomorrow. So the Lord of the Rings is infamous. Ugh. Oh my god.
Yes, let's do it. Did you hear me? We get to see the shy, aren't we? The sheeps gave me that accent.
I heard they have penguins here.
The Southern Island, probably.
Dun, dun, dun.
It just always turns out we always board the plane on the final call. There it is. Hi. Well, you're all shaved up, aren't you? Come here, I have food.